everyone, welcome to another episode of Gear Goggles. I'm Torn. Cheers to gear. So today we are continuing on with our sort of optics series of gear reviews. I have a really cool product I want to show you today. I think a lot of you find it useful in a number of instances, especially if weight or bulk is of concern. So today we're going to go over the Tricer GTP-III, that's Tricer USA. What this is it is an ultralight, ultra small tripod. So use this, your favorite tripod head, whether it's pan head, fluid head, you name it, and a couple trekking poles, and you have yourself an ultralight tripod that's fully capable of just about anything that you're going to throw at it. So start with some specs. You can see it's tiny, 4 3/4 inches tall, 2 inches wide when all the legs are folded in, and the advertised weight is about 7.5 ounces. We'll take a look here. 7.273. So actually comes in a little underweight on my scale, just a touch over 7 ounces. Really, really impressive. As you see, 3 legs, fully extendable, so you can really lower it to the ground if you want, get a little more height, a little less stability, but fully adjustable there. The one thing to note is that they do not lock, so you can't keep them locked into a position. I didn't find that to be an issue with this because with the trekking poles that you'll be using, it's a little more difficult to adjust the height of those, really tight flip locks on most of them. So actually just sort of adjusting the leg really helps, and also helps level you out really well on uneven terrain. It's set up to take tripod heads of either 3/8 or 1/4 20. This was another feature I really liked. So up here, we see the bolt. This part actually screws off, and you have both sizes. So this side you have your 1/4 20. This side you have your 3/8. They both screw in. You can just adjust this bolt that's in there. It's got a little nut on there, so you just slide it in through this piece here. That would be 3/8 up, or flip it around, put it in the other direction, and you got your 1/4 up. So that is a really nice feature. The tripod head I'm using is 3/8, so I'm going to put it on 3/8 side up. Give it a twist, tighten it down. Rock solid. So I am using the Outdoorsmans micro pan head with this. Perfect pairing. You have an ultralight tripod setup, match it with an ultralight flute tripod head. In this case, the micro pan head from Outdoorsmans. It's about 7.5 ounces as well. Probably a bit shorter, so probably closer to 4 inches tall. And the performance out of this tripod head is amazing. So there you have it. That's the top of your tripod and everything but legs right there. So you're probably packing it this way. That's all you have. But we'll add the legs to it. So these are sort of a supply your own as far as legs go. Trekking poles are what you'll be using. So if you're like me and you're already using trekking poles anyway, then you already have 2 of them with you. You're only packing around an extra trekking pole. You can get a bunch of lightweight options for your trekking poles. The adjustable ones are better for this purpose. Some of the ultralight are sort of a fixed height, but you probably want adjustable height trekking poles for this purpose. So if you're using the ultralight, you can get them cheap on Amazon, you can get expensive, you name it. But carbon fiber ones, they're about 8 ounces a piece. That's what mine are. So I have a set that I am using anyway. So to use this system, I'm packing 1 extra trekking pole, an extra 8 ounces. So that's 24 ounces for the legs, another 14 ounces for the GTP-III and the micro pan head combined. So it's like 42 ounces. So sub 3 pounds for a full tripod setup. Can't beat it. What's better even than the weight though, is this is all you're carrying around plus one trekking pole because you're already using the other two trekking poles when you're hiking around. So you're probably wondering how they attach. I will show that here. You have 3 collets on each one. These are really nice and grippy, and they screw on and screw off to tighten and untighten. So it's really important that whenever you're inserting the trekking pole that you have them as loose as possible so you get a really firm, tight grip. So I got 3 trekking poles here. It is interesting. Some fit better than others. The pair that I have fit really well and they lock in super solid. The design of the third stick that I borrowed from the buddy does not fit as well. It still tightens down in there, but not like the set that I have here. But all you do is slide it right in, push it down till it's tight. Tighten the collet up as tight as you can get it. And it's in there, rock solid. Like, you're not pulling it out. So that's a fully extended stick in there, so you guys can see the height wise. But that's rock solid. Do that. With the other one here, make sure you got it seated as much as you can. In this case, it goes right up to the baskets. And you really tighten that down and it fits really, really well. And then we'll add the third one here. And you have a tripod. The nice thing about this, you're only limited in height by your trekking poles, so you can do it sitting. Most trekking poles are what, 19, 20, 21 inches, fully compact. So you can go down that small, and then with the legs extended farther, you can lay it almost on the ground if you want, and then fully extend your trekking poles, and you have a standing height tripod. So we'll throw my Koa 553 on here. Tighten it down. You can see even on my hardwood floors, everything's holding nice and stable. One thing you don't have is any sort of weight hook, so if you are super windy, you might not want to have it at the full height. Same if you're using super strong or heavy glass, you may not want it at full height, but it's certainly capable of holding full-size glass, 85, 95 millimeter glass. But there you can see that's everything you have in the tripod. Disassemble is just as quick when you're done with your glassing, assuming that you're leaving the head on the GTP-III. Just loosen up your legs here. There's one. There's the other pole. And the last one. Collapse one, throw it in your pack, throw this in your pack with it. You're ready to hike again to your next collapsing point. I can't stress how cool this is. Again, the GTP-III from Tricer USA, they do make a GTP-II bipod version. But the thing that I found too is if you get the 3, you can use it. So if you're carrying 2 trekking poles, you can use it as a bipod. Works really well, especially with binoculars. So add a little extra stability with your binoculars. You're already carrying your trekking poles anyway. 14 ounces for this total setup with the GTP-III and the Outdoorsmans micro pan. So it's sort of a no-brainer to carry this along for that added extra stability. But there it is. Check them out, tricerusa.com, fully made, machined in the USA. They have a couple other products too, that, as I mentioned, the GTP-II, and they're working on some other cool stuff. So check that out. Stay tuned or check out the review rather of the Outdoorsmans Micro Pan Head, and stay tuned for a review of the Koa Promenade 553 Spotter. Until next time, cheers. Yeah.